Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we have another great story to tell. This one of our favorite story of a courageous boy and girl. This is the story of Hansel and Gretel. Let's begin. Once upon a time, deep in a dark forest, lived a poor woodcutter with his two children, Hansel and Gretel, and their cruel stepmother. A terrible famine had struck the land, and one night, the stepmother convinced her husband that they had to abandon the children in the woods, or they would all starve. Hansel, who overheard their plan, was clever. The next morning as they walked deep into the forest, he secretly dropped shiny white pebbles from his pocket, creating a trail to lead them back home. When the full moon rose, the pebbles gleamed like silver coins, and Hansel and Gretel easily found their way back. Their father was overjoyed, but their stepmother was furious. A few weeks later, the famine was worse than ever. The stepmother again insisted they take the children into the forest, even deeper this time. She locked the door so Hansel couldn't collect any more pebbles. This time, Hansel had only a small piece of bread. As they walked, he crumbled it and dropped the pieces behind him, hoping to make a trail. But alas, the hungry birds of the forest ate every last crumb. When night fell, Hansel and Gretel were truly lost and terrified. They wandered for 3 days, getting hungrier and more desperate. On the third day, a beautiful white bird sang to them and led them to a clearing. And there, they saw the most amazing sight, a little cottage made entirely of gingerbread, with a roof of cake and windows of clear sugar. Starving, they ran to the house and began to eat. Hansel broke off a piece of the roof and Gretel nibbled on a window pane. Suddenly, the door creaked open, and a very old woman with a sweet voice emerged. "Oh, you poor children," she said. "Come inside and I'll take care of you." She gave them a delicious meal and tucked them into soft, warm beds. For a moment, it felt like they were saved. But the kind old woman was actually a wicked witch who had built the gingerbread house to lure children in. The next morning, she grabbed Hansel and locked him in a cage. She forced Gretel to do all the housework and cook huge meals for Hansel, intending to fatten him up so she could eat him. Every day, the witch, whose eyes were very bad, would tell Hansel to stick his finger out of the cage so she could feel if he was plump enough. But clever Hansel would stick out a small bone instead. The witch grew frustrated, wondering why he stayed so thin. Finally, her patience ran out. "Thin or fat, I will bake him today," she shrieked. She ordered Gretel to climb into the oven and check if it was hot enough. But Gretel, sensing the witch's evil plan, pretended she didn't know how. "Silly goose," the witch grumbled. "I'll show you." As the witch leaned into the oven, Gretel gave her a mighty shove, slammed the iron door shut, and bolted it. The wicked witch was trapped. Gretel quickly freed Hansel from his cage. The children explored the witch's house and found chests filled with pearls and precious stones. They filled their pockets and aprons with the treasure and set off to find their way home. After walking for a few hours, they recognized the path. Soon, they saw their father's cottage in the distance. They ran inside and threw their arms around him. Their cruel stepmother had passed away, and their father had missed them every single day. With the witch's treasure, their worries were over. The woodcutter, Hansel and Gretel, lived together in happiness for the rest of their days. Thanks for watching our story. If you enjoyed it, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more classic fairy tales. See you next time.